Most empires fail on the frontier. They conquer it, they occupy it, and they lose it. But one empire did something different. The Qing dynasty managed to control Mongolia, a vast land dominated by nomadic warriors, for nearly 2 centuries, not by force alone, and not without problems. Part 1. Conquest usually fails on the steppe. For agricultural empires, the steppe is a nightmare. Nomadic societies are mobile, hard to tax, hard to occupy, and hard to assimilate. Even empires born on the steppe struggle. The Mongol Yuan dynasty itself was torn apart by internal rebellions and rival khans. Military power alone was never enough. So why did the Qing succeed where others failed? Part 2. The Qing were not outsiders. The Qing dynasty did not arrive as a foreign civilized empire trying to dominate nomads. They were a warrior society themselves. Hunting, horse culture, military discipline. To Mongolian elites, the Qing did not look like strangers. They looked familiar. This mattered. Empires often fail when they rule people they cannot understand. The Qing began with understanding. Part 3. Alliance before Empire. Long before conquering China, the Qing had already integrated much of Inner Mongolia. Through marriage alliances, through selective warfare, and through cooperation of nobles on both sides. This meant that when expansion continued northward, the Qing were not starting from zero. They weren't facing a united Mongolian world. They were entering a fragmented one. Part 4. Fragmentation was opportunity. Unlike earlier periods, northern Mongolia was divided. Multiple khans, competing interests, no single authority. When threats emerged, especially from Western Mongol forces, many Mongolian groups chose protection over independence. They submitted not because they were conquered, but because they were cornered. Empires can thrive when local actors see collaboration as the least dangerous option. Part 5. Religion as a political weapon. Military pressure alone does not create legitimacy. The Qing understood this. They positioned themselves as protectors of Tibetan Buddhism, a shared faith across Mongolian society. This transformed rule into guardianship. Obedience became religiously acceptable. Authority became spiritually justified. This wasn't belief replacing power, it was belief reinforcing it. Part 6. Control without loyalty. But here is the uncomfortable truth. Control does not equal consent. Mongolia under Qing rule was largely obedient, but rarely enthusiastic. Local elites complied. Ordinary people endured. It was stability without integration, a system that worked as long as the center remained strong. When the Qing state fell in the early 20th century, that control evaporated almost instantly. Mongolia declared independence, not because Qing rule had been particularly brutal, but because it had never become internalized. The Qing controlled Mongolia, but they did it without ever truly conquering Mongolia.